In recent days, hundreds of people have arrived outside this camp in northeastern Syria, hoping to find shelter and humanitarian aid. The camp, called Washukuni, is 5 years old, housing families displaced by fighting in 2019 in Syria. But the newcomers are also war refugees, many for more than a decade. They fled Syria's civil war for Lebanon and have now returned, displaced by Israeli strikes on their adopted country.
We only came with the clothes we are wearing. Look, they are dirty. We have slept here for 2 days at the gate. The children need a toilet, but there is none.
In northeastern Syria, more than 600 kilometers from the Lebanese border, officials say they have no provisions to assist thousands of returning refugees who are streaming in by car, by bus, or on foot.
Our challenge now is that we don't have help from anyone. We have no space for them, no tents to provide. We are not prepared for this many people arriving.
The people trying to get into this camp originally came from this region, but many say they don't have homes to return to.
When the Syrian war started, it was bad. The army and Islamic State were here, so I took my children and left.
Before the war, Ali says, he had 2 houses not far from here, but they were both destroyed. Others say the current bombings in Lebanon are far more dangerous than the homelessness and poverty they face in Syria.
Our neighbor has a chicken farm. They bombed his house, so he went in to rescue his children. They struck again, and all that was found of his body was a piece of his hand.
On Tuesday, Israeli bombs once again hit Syria, with state media reporting 7 civilian deaths in a strike on a residential area in Damascus. Israeli officials told the New York Times they were targeting officials of Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group at war with Israel. But while Israel's fight in Lebanon may be with Hezbollah, Lebanese officials say it has already killed more than 1,400 people and displaced 1.2 million. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that people in Lebanon may face destruction and suffering like we see in Gaza. Officials in northeastern Syria say they are already overwhelmed by people fleeing Lebanon, and without outside help, they say, more suffering in Syria is imminent. Heather Murdock in Istanbul with Boechat in Hasakah, Syria, VOA News.